Over 12. Over 12, you're not transmitting.
Hello, everyone.
Over 12.
Yes, Monica, and that's why we're live.
Over 12, we got a visual of 2 suspects. They're walking down to the front of the business now. Is there one additional unit that can respond and set up on the 99 on-ramp from Whiteland?
I'm gonna clarify what happened with Night Owl.
From 6 out 2.
I'm gonna clear up
10-4.
what happened.
Over 12, the 1 in all 50 West Regulation, all black carrying backpack. They're still down to the front of the business.
Over 12, you're slightly 10-1. All I copied was one subject wearing all black and backpack still to the front.
Alright, they got an active 459 going over at Earners. We're
Over
gonna go
12,
that
one
way.
suspect, green sweatshirt, light colored pants, the other in all black, both carrying backpacks, still east down to the front.
On the way there, I am going to clarify what happened with Night Owl. So, for anyone who is just jumping on,
6001, if you can respond with my partner to the 99 at this point, to do an intercept.
Night Owl got into an accident earlier tonight.
673, I'm also on the 99. I'm unable to obtain a visual because of the call. So if you can give me updates.
Night Owl got into an accident tonight. And so if you were watching any of the other streams, you might have seen one person go there. They were late to the party and they got bad information.
There's a rollaway dumpster at the far east end of the building up against the freeway wall. The subjects are walking southbound from that location.
I'm going to clear up what really happened. The girls are, they're doing okay. They are at the hospital getting checked. I don't have any details about any kind of injuries or anything, but they're alert, they're talking. I think I talked to Teresa. So they're you know, they're able to communicate. They're being checked out for, you know, further injuries. But yes, so Night Owl was the streamers that were in that accident earlier tonight. Their Earners was at White Lane. White Lane, right at 99. There's a burglary in progress right now. Suspects are still on the site. So there's going to be a lot of radio traffic right now. It's going to be kind of hard to talk. So we're headed that way. If we get a break, I'll go into more details, but I want to wait till the traffic's not too loud. But I do have the correct story about what happened, and I can clarify. Like I said, the ladies are doing okay.
That 1048 regarding the Earner subjects that are walking westbound behind the building. There's a way to jump over the wall and go southbound into the industrial center.
Okay, they got visuals on them.
Copy, 1048.
Subject's trying to get out of the area. I guess is it like all fenced off, I guess? So they're trying to find a way to jump over a fence. So I'm gonna debunk the rumors here in just a sec. Let's get through this call. BBD's got an active scene going on. But so right after this call, I will debunk the rumors and correct the information that was put out on a different stream. So, but,
6 out 2, 10-4.
6 lead up over there. 602, respond to the west side gate.
602 to respond to the west side gate.
they got additional units en route, and they're directing the additional support where to go. They're putting a contact team together, which is basically like 3 or 4 officers who will go in and make contact, as well as they're making sure there's a perimeter, but they're also making sure that the perimeter units also, like, they're probably buffing up their perimeter units so they're not by themselves. Because you never want to be an officer on a one-on-one. You know, you always want to have a 2-to-1 ratio, at least 2 officers per bad guy. So this guy's whispering. It was staticky. It's all staticky. I can't understand what they're saying. Killing me, Smalls. They're in contact. With subjects and trying to get them to come to them or respond to where they can make contact with officers, so they can take them into custody and then sort through. Alright, they're both in custody. Let's see if we can get a shot though. Oh, it's under construction or something?
Copy, confirm. You can clear code.
Is it shut down? It's all boarded up.
Channel 1, clear code 33 on channel 1.
Over 12 King 30. You go to 4. Go ahead. Hey, Sarge, confirm you only saw a subject outside of the building or not inside the actual business.
So responsible's on scene.
Make entry now and check to confirm if there was an actual offense or if they were just again.
The responsible's not called back yet.
Copy that. I'm like, well. We're just making access to the main gate if you want to 25 and come on in there.
So they're walking in right here, guys.
Here's both are in custody. Clear code. Also, GTL on the prior shots are called.
So bad guys jumped the fence somewhere else, so I don't know if we can get around to where they're at.
Subject inside the business, Metro 2297 custody.
But here's the front gate. They're responsible, just let them in.
Well, there's a responsible 1097 at the main gate. They'll be allowing me access now. I only had a visual of the 2 subjects, one in gray, one in black.
So they're in custody. I don't know which way they're going to walk them out.
54-year-old female took an unknown amount of prescribed.
All right. So this is earners. Some subjects were someone was observed going through a trash can, so these guys might just be rummaging, you know, through the trash and that kind of thing. Maybe since there's a gate, it's probably a 602. If they did go inside the building, it might be a burglary. So they're gonna figure out what the offense might be. So Kalinda, this is the scene that we're on. However, I have information about another incident. So now that this is I mean, they're basically code 4 on this scene. We'll just hang out here, see if they walk the guys out this way. I'm not sure which way they will go out. I think they jumped a fence somewhere.
The 4 will be around a tag 500.
To like another business or whatever. So we might not see the bad guys. So okay, so earlier tonight, Night Owl was involved in an accident. A guy in a I think it was a guy. Subjects in a black Crown Vic, looked like a retired Crown Vic police car. They the subject was going northbound and ran the light. Ooh, canine. Sorry guys, squirrel. Squirrel. So they must have the bad guys out on 99, and BPD always runs us off when we're out there, so we know we won't get on 99. But here's Canine. Beautiful dog too. Beautiful. He's ready to go to work. Gosh, I wish they'd let us go follow him.
We're making our way south to your location now.
So they still gotta make sure there's no other guys. They do know of 2 guys, but they still have to do a search of the property and make sure there's no other guys inside the area. Okay, so back to the Night Owl, the gals. Okay, the car was going northbound on Owens, I believe it was Owens in Monterey. The vehicle ran the stop sign and plowed into Night Owl, and both the vehicles went across, and that car was going so fast, like they didn't even look. Plowed into them and forced them with the momentum and everything, shot them to the left, to the north, into a bunch of cars that were parked at an apartment complex, and they plowed into other cars. That's why it came out on Pulse Point as 5 vehicles involved. The other vehicles were all parked. So anyways, the rumor was, or the story was, they were chasing this other car that had clipped them, and they were following them because it was a hit and run. That is not the case. They were following Muscle Media, and they were on their way to try and find a car meet or something like that. You know, they were on their way to go to a news story, and they were following Nick, and they got, like, Nick made it through, and then this car came, and then it took them out. So that's basically what happened. They were not chasing another car. The stories that came out sounded like they were in a pursuit or something like that, chasing some car that hit them. So that was not the case. They were not doing anything but driving down the road on Monterey Street, and this car ran a red stop sign, and took them out. So the girls are doing okay. They did go to the hospital to get checked out. I'm told they're doing okay. I think I have talked to Teresa. So they That's the story. That's the update. They were not involved in like chasing someone or anything like that. The girls, it was just two girls. They were not, you know, they didn't have any of their any kids in the car or anything like that. So Alex says, so there I was. So, but yeah, so that's the real story. That's what happened, and guy ran a stop sign and took him out. They were not chasing him or anything like that. So, and then that's also, you know, kind of one of the reasons why we're coming on so late. So anyone who's just popping in, this is the old Earners. I don't know if they moved or what, but this place looks like it's under construction. I'm not sure if they're still open for normal business. I think I've seen some commercials, so I don't really know details, but some guys were in the property area that you see there's a fence. Two guys are in custody. They're searching the property for any additional suspects. They're searching right now. K9's on scene. Responsible, open the gate up for the officers to get in. So, but I did work tonight, and when I finally got out, I had heard about the accident, so I went straight to the scene and I did not go live. So the girls were already transported when I got there, but I saw the scene, the cars and the Crown Vic. I heard someone fled from the scene, but no one could tell me if it was the driver or a passenger. But one person from the Crown Vic did get transported, and apparently they were in worse shape than the girls were. They were hurting. So
Zebra Bar and Restaurant. Female advised. Subjects won't stop molesting her and disconnected. 2763 Sierra Highway. Rescue 6 on scene 141. In route 2, tag 266. Same sorry. Valley 110-4, 255, report at 1000 Pacheco Road. California and 8th Street, go ahead. Park Hotel, 82 Uncle, State Avenue, apartment 15. Approximately Street,
So I'm trying to listen to the scanner, turn the scanners back up so we can hear what's going on. Here comes officers now. I don't think they found anybody else. K9's coming. Here comes the officers. They just finished their searches. I don't know if I heard anything about a confirmation on a offense. I don't know if we got a confirmation on offense or anything yet. Where's Watercress? Alright, look at that K9. Has the markings of a shepherd though. He's small, like a Belgian. It has shepherd markings. I never noticed that before. But that's definitely a K9 coloring, or I mean a German Shepherd coloring, but small like a Belgian.
Traffic 4901T 3109 Watercress Road.
Did they say 3139, guys?
110-4. Be advised, subject. Card via Southern vehicle, white Chevrolet Impala. Sevilla, 1129 Avenue,
606 Roger, report all day and after the left.
Where is this? Oh man, that's like 30-minute drive. That's way off of oh wow, that's over by the cemetery where Niles turns into like Kern County Road. That's technically, it is housing, isn't it? They are houses, not the mobile home park. I think, yeah. That's a really long drive. Yeah, Hillcrest, Diane. Way out, it's right there across the street from the... Alright, this is Earners on Wyville and White Lane. And 99. And it was K9. Not K9, burglary. So, I don't know if they confirmed the offense yet, or if they're, they got 2 guys in custody, and I don't know if it's just going to be trespassing, or if it's going to be a... Yeah. They're dispatching medical, fire, you know. It was a beautiful canine, just it didn't have the Belgian Malinois coloring.
Rescue 6 complete, 147.
693.
603 Washington, Madison.
415 loitering at the Howard Johnson 2700 White Lane for repeat call regarding a black female, 30s, long braids, black hooded jacket, pink pajama pants.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Mod 4. Is she okay? I hope your pup's doing okay, Mod 4.
6 Central 2.
And Teresa, it's supposed to look like it's snowing.
6 Central 5.
You should have seen the supporter string the other night. It was pretty crazy looking.
The north side staircase at 2006 Stockton Highway Unit 2 on a subject for the description with a red shopping cart.
So not only were we first on scene for this call, we're gonna be first to leave because it's done. Now you take my mask off. Ugh.
Central 2. 6 Central 5. 415 loitering. The north side staircase at 2006 Stockton Highway Unit 2 on a subject for the
mod
description with a
4.
red shopping cart.
What kind of canine do you have?
873 Louis 6 situation.
Louis, that's gonna be Lamont. It's code 4 though. Yeah, so it was pretty scary. What happened with the night owl? So be sure to stop by there later on their page and wish them well and everything. Let them know you're thinking about them, and prayers and all that kind of stuff. Whatever is your thing. Almost every religion, no matter what it is, has some form of praying. So whatever is your thing, good vibes, whatever, send it their way. Was involved in an accident earlier tonight. Night Owl was involved in an accident. A vehicle ran a stop sign and plowed them, and they went flying into some parked vehicles at an apartment complex. The girls are going to be okay. They were shaken up and everything, as anyone can imagine. Being in an accident these days is pretty dramatic, especially with airbags popping in your eyes and everything else, or in your face. can't believe. The word on that I got is they're okay. They're just shooken up, and so we're just sending good vibes, prayers, and whatever is your bag their way for a speedy recovery.
Can afford 10-4, Edith Lane, White Lane for 415 music.
Ooh, there was a fire right there. This whole fence line looks like it caught on fire. Wow.
Subject, speakers with Amber, Nicholas, no name. Attention city units, control to broadcasting GTA just occurred within 5 from 1610 Jenkins Road, unit 101 in the north. Vehicle via white 2003 or 5 GMC.
What, Callie?
Unknown license plate at this time, no description on the second half. Any information regarding control to broadcasting GTA just occurred within 5 at 1610 Jenkins Road on a white 2003 or 5 GMC Yukon Denali. No license plate at this time, but unknown direction. The suspect is for, well, until we can.
Suicidal on Flower.
Speak to the front of the address of the car, station 8 area for the soul.
South traffic. Is en route. Subject will be first of Amber, Nicholas, no name, team.
Okay, so I'm going to approach from the north.
Over.
603.
North 3.
Alright, we don't want to go to suicidal subject and yeah, gun. Yeah, that GTA is 5 minutes old, so you could be driving around anywhere.
It'll be for the RP, Mr. Sean.
You could be driving next to us.
Medication for the past couple of days, feeling suicidal by me.
Remember we had that happen the other night? GTA was right next to us and the K9 was following it, ran it, and then lit it up.
Watergrass Road, across from Kyle Court, 10438 Adam Road, traffic out.
Control to broadcasting for information only. 597 occurred at 2100 hours. Yesterday day, 6900 block of Taft Highway. 3 subjects were seen arriving in a white pickup truck and an unknown colored truck, shooting a BB gun at pond ducks in the area. License plate 82241.
Shooting a BB gun at pond ducks. That's just rude.
Metro 2.
Shots fired from you, outline.
1046 Metro 6 will show you around as well.
Copy the patrol checking for.
Morning Avenue, possible 1 round only.
And there's a dude with a trash can. I think it's a dude. Anybody missing their trash can? The homeowner has to pay for that trash can. It's messed up. The homeowner has to pay to replace that trash can. Bunch of bull. Hey, copper. Yeah. Ooh. Did you guys see that almost accident? Did they hit, or was it just close? I think they're together, but they're all rolling into the Valero, so I'm just kind of... Let's go take a look. I don't think there's going to be a disturbance, but just in case. Oh, girls dancing on the hood. She's twerking on the hood. We can't even see her. Look, her friends videotaping her. There we go. Union got talent. She's twerking. Turn the lights off. Come on. There you go. Stand in front of the lights, girl, so we can see everyone dancing. Everyone's dancing. They must have just left the club, and they didn't get enough dancing in tonight. They must have showed up late.
She detained at that file and we made contact with the
Being 242 by 3 knows on description. Oswald Park and Oswald Point. 601 RP no longer has visual.
So they're having a good time.
Central 16 West 50 medical aid is en route to speech. Correction. 1020 is Oswald and Oswald Park. I'm still en route to my current. However, you can clear task 452. Quiet.
7 stage, Callaway North. 736 253 code 30 and K29 address for status.
Confirmation. RP originally contacted to report at 10:51. However, second time advised he was going to drive off on cliff, so no and suicidal at this time.
613 is recommended. Need this PRCS 10. Go.
6 Valley 16 Valley 3 correction. 1020 is Oswell and Oswell Park.
Okay, copy 298.
Nah, Lisa. Lisa Marie. That's not tequila. She's wearing too much clothes.
Reach short and four.
Yeah, Amy, let's hope the driver is sober. Yeah, she was having a good time, and I think they're planning on going and continuing the party somewhere. They're just in the transition phase of going to another spot, I think, filling up. They got some nice cars. Maybe they were doing some car meet stuff. I don't know. Some guys are in the other car right here. I'll zoom out a little bit. So the guys, they were filling up over there. And the girls, I don't know if it's just all girls in one car or there's, you know, a mixture going on. But, you know, they're all, 3 cars, I believe, are together. You know, they know each other. Yeah, it's keeping them warm. Arvin police just drove by. I don't know if that's who was honking their horn or whatever, but probably just got done dropping someone off at the jail. Headed back out to Arvin. So those are some nice cars. Mercedes, a Dodge. Who was that? Another Mercedes? 2 Mercedes? So there's 4 cars? No, that's the Chrysler. Mercedes, Chrysler, Dodge, and whatever that is the girl was twerking on. Let's see. Was that another Mercedes? No, that's like what, like a Toyota or a Nissan? I think it's a Nissan. So they're gonna follow each other out on Union, I believe. Take off. Mercedes is leading the way. So they're all following each other out. Headed on out. What's up, Bounty? Yeah, they might have been out somewhere. Mod 4. Yeah, I don't think they would have been up for an interview. The guys behind came over, you know. Those were not lizards. Do not confuse those ladies having a good time for, you know, lizards. That's you can't make that. You can't confuse that. You gotta remember, the young kids, you know, were told when COVID first started that it doesn't affect them that badly. It's just the flu for them. So they're still doing their normal thing, whatever that was. You know, the kids went to spring break and everything, right? So everyone else is, you know, being safe, or at least trying to be. Yeah, get away from me. Why do people walk up on people in their cars? Like, I don't understand that. I would never in a million years think I'm gonna walk next to this car. Me personally, I'm thinking the person in the car might, you know, be dangerous. Why would you walk up on someone in a car? A stranger. Stranger. Did no one teach you stranger danger when you were a kid? So I don't know if the bars are open or not. They were, and I don't know if they're going to shut down. A lot of them were doing the outside thing, but apparently, you know, I really haven't been paying attention to the news. But apparently we're going into another super lockdown or whatever. I don't know. I don't even care anymore. I don't pay attention. I know I personally social distance everywhere I go. I personally love it because I don't like large crowds and I don't like being around large groups of people. I hate lines. So for me, this whole social distancing thing is awesome. I wish I could walk around with a 6-foot pole and just hold it out when someone gets too close to me. Like, you know, get out of my bubble and just like stick a stick out and say distance. I would love to do that. Maybe if I had like a cane, so my arm plus the cane would be like 6 feet. I'd be like distance. I would love to do that, like 6 feet, and like throat punch people to stay away. You know, I'm just saying. So, but anyways, I don't know. You know, the young kids, they kept doing their thing all summer long that I'm aware of. You know, but the wife told me I need to get a haircut today if I wanted to get a haircut. So I'm not gonna go wait in no line for a haircut. So I guess I won't get a haircut until next year sometime. So, you know, I'm just saying, hey, so just real quickly, Diane, I don't think I saw you last night. Is the family doing okay with the COVID? Quick update. Just real quick. I want to see how you're doing. Or was it Diane, or was it wait, am I getting you confused? I'm sorry. I apologize, Diane. Am I thinking of someone else? I'm thinking of Danielle, aren't I? I'm sorry. My bad, Diane. Danielle, I think. Colorado. Is she in here? I know she was saying she had like an uncle and a lot of family members that have dealing with COVID. So I just wanted to see how her family's doing. Just check up on her. And then I think Shelly's been in here. I mean, Diane, if you do have someone who is, you know, has COVID, you know, you could share if you wanted to. That's fine. I hope if you do have anyone, or if you know anyone, that you're doing okay and that they are doing okay. So yeah, Danielle, my bad, and Shelly, how you guys doing tonight? Super grouchy and tired. Okay. Hang in there. Tell Mama, you know, to hang in there. And you know, don't smother the baby too much. Cause I know you want to just smother the baby and give lots of love to that grandbaby. Give him some air, because if he's got a fever, he needs to breathe. You know, because I know how it is. You want to just love on them as much as possible. But remember, if they got a fever, you got to give them some air. Baby's fussy and Mama's much better. That's good. Baby's going to be fussy, you know, because he might be teething. You know, baby's got so much going on that they're fussy even if they weren't sick, right? And so it's hard to tell what's bothering them. They can't tell you. It's so hard. So yeah, prayers for you guys and your families, and Danielle's. Even if she's not here, we're gonna, you know, send her good. She might catch the replay. So definitely prayers and good vibes and everything to both of your guys' families for speedy recoveries.
No further OB tonight. Cancel the descending. Copy 10-8.
So, scanner's going, but I think it's like a suicidal subject call and some. I think it might be two of them.
7013 Azalea Avenue, cross of Valencia, Key 10.
Armando. Well, we just saw some gal twerking a minute ago. We just came back to kind of stage, and I'm just chatting with everyone right now, just kind of catching up. It's 2 o'clock, or it's after 2, and you know, I'm just checking in with everyone. We cleared up some rumors from an accident earlier. So Night Owl was in an accident. A guy ran a red light and slammed into him. I do believe the ladies are doing okay. I mean, you know, they're shook up. You know, they're banged up a little bit, but I do believe they're going to be okay. So I came on for that, and I came on extra late because I went to their scene, and then, you know, I obviously was not going to live stream them. They were already gone, but their cars were still there and stuff like that. So, but we're just kind of checking in with everyone right now. It's late, and you know, I don't think there's going to be any other calls tonight. Pouring a bunch of water, still was hangover. Well, I don't know about pouring water, but I've never poured water to try and deal with a hangover. I mean, I guess you can go out in the front yard and just use the hose. Same thing, right? Pouring water, spraying the hose. But I don't really know how that would help with a hangover. I know if you drink water, it helps because your body is made up of water, and when you drink, you know, it uses that water to flush out the alcohol, so you got to replace that water. And then it also helps process the alcohol faster. Can't keep much down. Well, I don't remember how old he is. I don't know if he's old enough to have Pedialyte or, you know, Gatorade kind of stuff. The kind of, because his body will absorb at least some of it. A liquid IV is amazing for hangovers. Yeah. You know, if you got an IV and you can, you know, you're not worried about sticking needles. I'm not gonna ever stick a needle in my arm just for a hangover. But and yeah, Pedialyte or Gatorade. I mean, they're basically the same thing. One is just designed more for juveniles, but that car is hauling butt. Hey Nick, glad you made it home, bud. Right on. Nick is Muscle Media. He was on scene with Night Owl. They were actually following him on their way to try to find a car meet or following Air One, and you know, they were following him and then they got smacked. So glad Nick you made it home, bud. 2 months old. Gosh, you're such a little one. So anything that has anything like, you know, as far as Gatorade goes, like if you're doing Gatorade, dilute it with water though. So you get a little bit of the Gatorade. The electrolytes are just, you know, good for the body to replenish, and then drink that water, because that way when you're drinking water, you know, your body, you know, you're going to be flushing out a lot of stuff from the body, so you're replenishing the electrolytes. But you don't want to drink real heavy Gatorade. You know, you want it to be diluted. You want it to be mostly water. So anything that's mostly water is good. But remember, you can overdose on water. It is a thing. So you don't want to overdo it, but you do want to drink a lot, right? So don't just drink like big old gallons of water. You know, if you drink a gallon of water, I mean, you're pretty much going to be good.
472, this will be priority 1 now, southbound at 3805 Wilcox Way, Q1 2360A out of stage for present situation.
So, I mean, you want it to be mostly water content. You don't want to be like syrupy, so to speak. It's kind of like drinking soda, you know, out of a fountain or something, right? Like, you know, there's a syrup content and then there's water, and you got to have the right balance. You want to go on the watery side. Yeah, there was a few years back, there was a high school kid that was pounding water. It was a really hot summer, and he was a football player. So during the summer, they were, you know, training and getting ready for the season. And he ended up, and even in the hospital, he was still pounding water. Like, they didn't realize that was what was going on, and like it was too late. He was just kept drinking water. It was crazy.
5500 Lennox Avenue, across at Winston Drive, Q10234 DJ, difficulty reading.
Oh, liquid IV. Okay, I never heard of liquid IV. I thought you were talking about sticking the IV in your arm. Like literally, that's what football players are doing out there. The professionals, like they're literally just going and getting IVs, like hooked up to IVs. Like, I'm sorry, I'm not gonna have my arms and my veins opened up like that. I bet they probably have a permanent thing in their arm to where they can just plug it in, like they do in the hospitals. Sorry, not gonna happen. Stallion Springs has an accident right now. I'm not going up to Stallion Springs.
RP can see multiple subjects taking items from a C train. Can see a camera with a 3-second delay. They arrived occupying a blue or green cargo van with a brown bottom line on the bottom of the vehicle. To be in back of the business at 9201 Wheat Patch.
9201 Wheat Patch. So these guys have been going around breaking in trains tonight. We're with 9201, right, guys? Let's go see if we can catch them. It's gonna be on county though. 9201.
Response priority 3 to Metro 8943 Taft Highway across the Milk River Road. T14205P Adam for an allergic reaction.
That is not what I clicked on. That is still not what I clicked on.
493.
Apparently that's in Lamont. We are not going to Lamont. Sorry, I thought there was a train. I thought it was like Edison Highway. Yeah, your urine definitely needs to be clear. It always will be dark in the morning from sleeping. Your urine is always going to be darker in the morning, so don't judge your never judge your hydration from your first pee when you wake up. But yeah, and then also if you take like an emergency or something like that, it's going to be kind of a neon green, because your body will flush out the vitamin C that it doesn't use, because you're overloading it with vitamin C when you drink one of those. So your body will be flushing out the extra and you'll turn neon green.
On the patch for Lamont unit.
OCD 517 on the air. 517, 1031B. 1031B.
Kathy, yes, their car is totaled because, as we've learned from pretty much all the scenes that we go to, you know, the modern Japanese car just crumbles, right? I mean, that's what they're designed to absorb the impact, and so they just total them out. So yeah, I'm pretty sure their Night Owl's car is going to be totaled. It was smashed pretty good. And they got hit by a Crown Vic. You know, a retired police Crown Vic. It looked like a retired police model Crown Vic. It wasn't one of those nice grandma cars. So yeah, they and that Crown Vic was all smashed up. The engine compartment. So they you know, I'm just glad they're okay. Bang, you know, like I said, I believe, you know, banged up, You know,
5D, Adam for an allergic reaction.
I don't know what their status is at the hospital. So, yeah, code. Louis 6 is detaining him too. That's Lamont. That's Lamont, where I was gonna go, but I didn't realize it was Lamont. I was thinking it was like Edison Highway. Hey Jody, that is kind of nice, isn't it, huh? Oh, you're talking about the woman in the radio station contest. I heard about that in my class this semester, because there was a portion of my class in my media class, about like responsibility and should the station be held responsible and stuff like that. But the thing is, the disc jockeys, she was having symptoms while they were doing the contest, and they didn't truly get her help, and so she ended up dying later. But I was mostly referring to the kid that did it here, high school kid, football player, trying to stay hydrated. You know, they're out in the sun all day and they're sweating and all that. You know, I've always been told. I was actually always told, you know, drink more water, and you could always, you know, you can never drink too much water. Like, I was literally told you couldn't drink too much water. You know, it was always believed, drink water, and if your body doesn't need it, you'll just piss it out. I mean pee. Sorry, you'll just pee. And so the problem is, there's Pit Boss. What do we got going on, Pit Boss? What's he doing? Is he helping someone, or they need help? Oh, maybe they're doing the handicap service. I think he's doing a service. I've never seen that before, to be honest with you. I think that's still a thing out there. So, Dark gray Nissan Altima from Fairfax just now. The keys are with the car. So anyways, if you're drinking more water faster than your body can pee it out, that's when the water intoxication happens. So that's how it happened. And I never knew that you could do that. I'm just not a big water drinker. So yeah, I guess you could if you're forcing yourself to actually drink water. And you're drinking more water faster than you do your body processes and pees. So yeah, unfortunately they learned that about it the hard way with that poor kid, high schooler. Good night. Be safe out there. Oh my gosh, Shelly.
Fire clearing. Call clear. Copy. 653-1010.
Engine 9.
We have Bell Terrace and South Beach just west of copy 4 Edward 740 on a Black Lincoln.
Copy complete.
653-1010.
653.
We have Bell Terrace and South Beach just west of copy 4 Edward 740 on a Black Lincoln.
And then 494, you can check 22 Kansas Street.
That's 3 prior to traffic stop.
99 Lincoln Bakersfield. With a pending master.
Somebody ate your cookies.
West End, Big Creek. Show me area. Just heard about 7 shots. Northeast my location. I'll be sure of later. Where's up to Copy 1022?
Couple shots somewhere near an officer.
Northeast my location. I'll be sure of later.
I don't know where he's at though. He said northeast of his location though.
That's 35 left one. 603.
6029 6029.
Thank you, Wise, over on the YouTube side, bud. Why says what kills you is too much water makes it to the brain, and the brain cannot carry electrons around the brain, and the body shuts down. And that sounds pretty accurate. So there's a bunch of cars that's hanging out at this point. At the Valero there. So, alright. There's not too many calls. The scanners are kind of quiet. At least not calls we are going to. But I did want to check in with you guys and hang out with you guys for a little bit. I'm not sure if we're going to be out tomorrow night. It's a Sunday night, so we might. I think we're going to take the day off, the night off. We might take the night off. We might come out. I'm not sure. But we definitely will be off on Monday. You know, you guys know I take Mondays off, so. But we might be off tomorrow as well. Sundays and Mondays, you know, tend to be kind of quiet. You just never know. So I'll probably turn the scanner on tomorrow night and just see like if it's going, and we might come out for a little bit. So we're gonna call it a night though. It's almost 3 o'clock.
Engine 1, public service.
Public service. So yeah, scanners are slowing down. Thanks guys for tuning in. Like I said, we might be out tomorrow night. I'm not sure yet, but we definitely will be off on Mondays. And so, but yeah, definitely everyone be safe. I hope everyone's, you know, prayers and good vibes and all that for everyone, all your families, and be safe out there. And like I said, social distance, don't take a chance. It's, you know, I mean, the worst that could happen is you won't get the flu either. So like I said, be safe out there, and don't go out unless you need to. It's winter, it's cold anyways. So we'll see you guys on the next one. Mario, you just tuned in when we're leaving. Thanks, JJ. Sorry, Mario, we're turning off, bud. Have a good one, Mario. We'll see you on the next one, bud. Alright, guys. We'll see you guys next time.